Hey guys, welcome back for another review. So it's Saturday, and so last episode, I wasn't sure what I was going to review, so I rated the bolts, and I pulled out an old classic this time. This time, I got Marilyn Manson's Mechanical Animals, which you can see with the odd cover. Now, this album is a interesting one. If I was to draw comparisons as to what it would sound like, or even in theme, it sounds a lot like Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. Okay, that was an album by David Bowie, who Marilyn Manson actually cited as one of his influences. And basically, it tells of the rise and fall of an alien rock star. In that, it's not so, I could say, dark, because it's more just the rise and fall of him, and he's trying to tell him, something's going to happen, and he just lives as a rock star kind of thing. This takes a more extreme view in telling you what happens to the alien, who, is the rock star, in this case. But, that's what gives it a good edge, I could say. Because, I enjoyed Ziggy Stardust, but I enjoyed this more. So, let's get on with the review. So, all in all, there are about 14, maybe 15 tracks on here. It features the famous "I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me." I could say that's probably a big song by him. If probably not his biggest, but a big one. And so, basically, each track is different and it's unique. Each time, a different way, a different sound comes from each instrument on each track. Different vocal track. He just changes it every one, while retaining the overall theme of kind of a futuristic alien rock stuff. You can see in that, like, let's take the song Posthuman. Wow, great song. I can sit there listening to that for ages. But that's completely different to, say, I Don't Like Drugs, which sounds more like Fame. Or, I think the song was called, what was it called? I Want to Disappear, which is completely different. It's fast paced, it's more, rock, it's in it, But each song on here is solid and strong. You know, it'll keep you wanting more until the end, and then when you finish listening to the album, you're gonna say, I'm glad I listened to that. That was a keeper. That was good. In terms of being shocking, if you'd expect that from Marilyn Manson, in the early 2000s, late 90s, you'd expect that. Nowadays, not so much. He's shocking, in that sense of the word, but, not as controversial as he was. But really, the only shocking thing, if that's what you're looking for, is the cover. He's in a weird bodysuit. If you find that shocking, hey, I don't personally. I know a few people who wouldn't. But if you're looking for a good album, this is it. Strong, solid song, start to finish. No filler, or at least I don't believe there's any filler in there. Each song really describes what's happening really well. New model number 15 shows how it's being replaced. Great Big White World, I think it might have been. Might be how he first gets there. And it's just great. It's a good album. If you're a Manson fan, you'll like it. I think you would. If you're not, it's a great way to get into him, get into his music. And honestly, I'd rate this album, I'd say 4 out of 5. I'd honestly give it a 5. Personally, it's one of my favorites. Can depend, but I honestly feel it's one of his more solid, good albums. And it's also part of a trio, for a bit of random facts. It's Antichrist Superstar, Hollywood, and this form a trio of just story-based albums. But yeah, so, I suggest you all check it out and enjoy it. I rate it highly, and yeah. So, hope you join me next week, and I'm going to probably do the same thing again. Rate a random album from the stores and see how we go from there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe as normal. And, keep listening to good music, eh? Alright, see ya.